defensive efficiency. They are capable of getting stops and getting their run game going.
Tate at the buzzer. That one's too strong. Askew hustled for it. He couldn't get it. It's picked up by Justin Smith. And off and a tick. There's Jackson, block number 1. He averages
point threat, and all it did was allow Toppin for a clean 3.
Kentucky, good start from three-point land, 3 of 5. And there's a 3 from the corner. That one looked good the entire
game. I'm going to go with the grid of no day.
All right, so we got 9 minutes to go here. I want to quickly, Jimmy Dykes, a couple of years ago, we discovered he tried to sing a song in Nashville. It became a huge hit after. This was years after we played it, and it sort of was one of those, wow, that one we didn't know about, and it became a record, it climbed the charts very quickly. If you were to advise Jimmy on a music career, what?
There were some really sweet shoes, by the way. First of all, for Kentucky, Rowdy, think about this. Kentucky's shooting 25% in this game from the 2-point part of the floor. They're shooting 44% from the 3. Start making your shots close to the rim if you're Kentucky would go a long way.
That's going to be off of.
You don't find those at Walmart. You're from Arkansas, man. You find shoes at Walmart. You don't. Nope. Those are sweet.
Yeah, and they're drifting out of that coaching box, so we may have to have a whistle.
They are. Moses Moody's got to get going for Arkansas, Rowdy, number 5. Only played 9 minutes in the first half because of foul. Bam, there you go. Good side of play, but a good find to play inside out by Arkansas.
That's not the shot they want from Jackson, about an 18-footer. Davis has been quiet. Moody knocks down another one. Tightly knit, and for the last 24 years, Pedro and I had been to every World Series together. We traveled to Cuba together. All the things you've read or seen about his radiant smile, his warm personality are true, and they don't even do justice to what he meant, A, to his family, and B, to his extended family. Such a sad, sad phone call I received from Alex Cora, the manager of the Red Sox. Moody. 3 arms go up. We're fine with that, the way things have gone. A 5-point game.
Arkansas is like number 315 in the country on the luck meter. I'm not sure how Ken Palm comes up with it. They deserve for one to go down every now and then like that.
Yeah, Kentucky is, right? You said Arkansas. Kentucky's that.
Davon Smith kicks it back to Johnson. In the lane, lays it up off the rim. Rebound to Note. Moody fires, no good. Moses Moody now. (16-3). Good move by Moody. Good ball fake. And there's a jump shot. It popped clutch. So.
That's good. Been there before.
Uh-oh. Moody. Smith will clank it off the back of the rim, but Moody is there to steal 2-point attempts the last few games than they initially did when they started the season. Last 5 games have been heavily weighed to the 2-pointer versus the 3-pointer.
Yeah, there's been a huge focus on shot selection. And that's
of getting into that top 9, which is kind of his rotation.
Sure. Ben Howland is still continuing to perfect the ingredients of his team, but he's going to have to do it quickly because the Razorbacks are truly heating up. Perfect the ingredients of his team, but he's going to have to do it quickly because the Razorbacks are truly heating up. He's just going to have to make sure that he's set and doesn't allow himself to be open for a call like that.
Moody.
Big difference in the pace between Arkansas and the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
I don't know what's going on. see if that doesn't get him going. I guess the only good news is that Arkansas hasn't really exploded out to that 20-plus point advantage during this drought by the Bulldogs. So ample opportunity to get back in this. He'll have the back. So that three by Fountain makes it a 16-point game. So Arkansas is going to run their record to 14-5, go to 6-4 in league play. Mississippi State will drop to 4-6 against the conference and 10-9 overall. Just not a good night for the Bulldogs, shooting the basketball or holding on to it. Molinar need to get it going, and there is Stewart. That's his second basket of the game. Molinar had 6 points in the first half. Stewart just 2.
Looks to have more of a bounce in his step here in the second half.
Another turnover by the Bulldogs. And then Arkansas gives it.
Tough night for the young fella.
He's coming off a game where he had 9 assists and just 1 turnover against Iowa State. Vanover working on pumps. Hey, how about the get it to go?
Yeah, Vanover's presence at 7'3". All he has to do is just jump straight up, and if he doesn't block shots, he often alters shots like he did against Tolu Smith.
Traveling violation.
Anderson, who's got 2 early buckets.
Oklahoma State has shown a lot of zone this year, more than they have the past couple years. Rich picking up three-quarter court just to force Arkansas to take some time to slow them down. But this zone has been, I thought he completely turned that thing around, and then Desi Sills went off.
Well, much to the chagrin of Mike Boynton, Chris, you forecasted accurately. It's a 2-point game. Most
talked so many times about resume builders, but there's also such a thing as a resume protector. And that's what this is for Arkansas in our first look at the 1-3-1 early.
So if this is a resume protector for the Hogs, good bounce pass to Smith. Couldn't spot the hoop that time. Vanover attacking, and that's something.
Different times.
Yes, how many different times?
I'm okay, 9.
Yeah, you got it.
You got to get up a little earlier. Come on.
Come on, man. I forget you read the game notes.
This is what Ole Miss.
4 quad 1 opportunities in their next 5 games. Translation, you can work yourself back into the NCAA tournament conversation with a couple of wins.
Kind of refreshing to hear a head coach talk that way, wasn't it?
I thought it was. That's why we had to ask him about it. Quad 1, this is the time of year where. And so, in your estimate, that means anything in particular? Because I don't know that I've seen that kind of scenario set at least that way.
Well, it tells me that.
A bit of that in his career. He's got 18 points tonight. He's only missed 3 shots. Lead is 13.
He just needs some offensive help.
Note thought about it. Sills whips it inside to Moody. Still only has 3 points. There it is. Note
on the offensive end. He's got to be more consistent. Starting to score the ball better lately. Had a slow start to the season. But if he can get on the board early, maybe he gets his confidence going.
Pippen thought he drew some contact. Looks right at our official and no whistle, and back the other way come the Hogs.
Yeah, I'm surprised because that's what Pippen Jr. does. Gets guys off their feet, and he got the defender off his feet and drew contact. You could hear Coach Stack in the background saying, that's a foul. Been around the game enough to know how to play, and new teammates this season, but he's got a good feel for them and for what Coach Musselman needs.
Number 6 Tennessee on this network, and of course you can always catch it on the ESPN app. Florida and Georgia going at it in Athens. Florida leading by 2 with 5 minutes to go in that first half. Auburn already just dismantled South Carolina. Went for over 100 points on the road in that win.
Great pass.
Nice. Yeah, Moody. Go do what you do. And that's what Vanover can do as well.
Boston pulls up. Boy, they are aggressive, and they're not taking a lot of...
You everything he's got. Like, you trust that he's going to put it all there. So, you know, it's Moses, but, I mean, if I got one person with the ball at the end of the game, I'm going to go with the grid of no day.
All right, so we got 9 minutes to go here.
Outside of plane, but a good find to play inside out by Arkansas.
That's not the shot. Sar 0 for 4. Vanover rattles one off the rim. Jackson trying to get the third on Vanover. Help from behind. My goodness. The ability of Tate not to break a leg.
Like, you know where you are on the floor. You cannot possibly step back to propel yourself forward from that spot.
It wasn't subtle either.
No, it was a good 2 feet. And when he went out of bounds, he was going out. He was all in on being out of bounds.
If you're going to go.
Where's Kentucky go with the ball right now? Brooks was the first option against Tennessee late. And just really bottled up and driving into each other.
Look at Mintz, and he takes it. Well, ask you 3, Jimmy. Kentucky got to play a little defense here at the 11-minute mark. Down 8.
Yeah, two good defensive teams. Again, both of them ranked inside the top 20. Both of them can put you in long defensive possessions. You got to have some patience. Move the ball. Don't settle for tough ones.
That's real strong, and that's a good look, and he can't get it to go. Williams wide open. An air ball. Moody trying to keep it alive.
Help change the trajectory of that basketball game. They did it against Sharif Cooper. They're taking the basketball out of the ball-dominant guard's hand.
Moody. Smith will clank it off the back of the rim, but Moody is there to steal.
Affect the ingredients of his team, but he's going to have to do it quickly because the Razorbacks are truly heating up.
Fountain Grizz, Damian Fishback type night.
Don't tell him, Dave. Don't tell him.
No, I don't.
Wow.
Tapped around and into the hands of Moody. Up and under move from Jalen Tate. Won't go. Tapped around. Here's Moody. Swing.
I thought this was a nice response by the Razorbacks. You go to Oklahoma State, come up short, and you've got a Mississippi State team that's proven they can compete with anybody. You know you guarded good enough to beat the Razorbacks. I mean, you've held them 20-plus points below their season average, but when you take...
And really a good play by Justin Smith to initially tie that thing up.
To look at and stay on top of rare, unique plays that will probably show up, but is a very good call and a tough call made by this crew.
It'll show up with your audio on it too, saying good call, tough call, great job.
Yeah.
Jado run for the Hogs.
Rabbi, look at Coach Cal sitting over right there right now. And when we know the
nickname, JD, I'm nice with it, no tag. Like that move behind the back, change pace, speed, lays it up with the left. Unbelievable that Arkansas is up 6 after the start that they have. If you've been Howland, you have to be very concerned.
Tate averaging 11 points a game, gets that one to drop his first basket.
You know, Jalen Tate didn't have a great game at Oklahoma State, and so it's good for Arkansas fans to see him back up and playing with confidence. 1,000-point score looks to have more of a bounce in his step here in the second half.
Another turn.
Is part of the discombobulation, if you will, a roster with so many different new faces. You talked about old, young, experienced, non.
Kentucky struggled last night guarding the ball. Good luck staying in front of Sharif Cooper, I can tell you that.
Auburn's got a 21-point lead.
Twisting and turning and jumping off the wrong foot and playing off a one and makes the shot harder than it needs to be. But I still am a believer in Sills, Tom, because I think he's got a heart. I think he's got toughness about him. He's just in a slump right now, but I want him on my team if I'm Arkansas going forward.
portion
to every single game and just helping run the offense as he's doing right here.
Nearly scores another bucket. This is Kyer. Gave it away.
Note leads the way today for Arkansas. Comes off the bench, second leading scorer off the bench, even though changing the starting lineup. Musselman wants him off the bench, and now they may need his scoring in the second half, the way they got it at Auburn.
Same play.
Benson, Tillman diving. Tate disrupts it. Henson backs it up with 23 points, 4 assists. It was those two who got it started for Missouri.
Nice play. No change.
5 guys in double figures, basically, and none of those 5 have played 1 minute of ball together prior to this year. That's a great blending job by Eric Musselman.
Loose ball stolen.
He's averaging 5.5 points per game. He already has 8. Arkansas leads again by 9.
See, this double is all designed to get the opponent in a chaos.
Pointers this year.
And they've got to get his shot back to where he's stretching out a defense. He has struggled as of late. Last 4 games, he's only got a total of 5 points. Early in the season, he knocked in a lot of jump shots, took a lot of bigs away from their defensive assignments. And if he can do that,
the lead was once 19. It's now 7. Williams rejected.
This is Moody.
A lot of quick hitters. This kid can shoot it from deep. 7'3".
And then it's Missouri on the run again. Blocked at the rim. Getting back. Moses Moody. Tillman sticks with it. Vanover.
We're playing today.
J.D. Note commits his second on the high-low. Go ahead, Jimmy.
Coach, against a team that is so good defensively, I think it's
a pretty shot. Moses Moody with 9.
He is the best pro prospect on this floor tonight. Moses Moody overall. Just that big, prototypical 6'6" wing that can flat out shoot it. Tough, put it on the floor a little bit. Got to make those, Olivier. At least you got to get fouled.
Behind the back, and there it is. A pretty play for Jalen Tate.
Oh, my guy, Devo Davis, man. He's just got a knack to do some special stuff. I love 4 in red. He's going to be an all-SEC guard one of these days. Right now, just plays harder than anybody else on the floor.
Means to ask you, they're doing a lot of passing, a lot of running. Toppin goes in hard.
Not to drive this ball into a trap. Keep the floor spread. Let Starr try to operate in some space.
Miss. Got it, Davion.
The pace of play. Arkansas averages about 75 possessions per game, 15th in the nation. Versus on the other side, Mississippi State only 68 possessions a game, which is 263rd. And that's why I think this game is leaning toward Mississippi State right now.
Quentin Post fires, no good.
This is a crucial game, but this would also be a quad 1 win, which is between 1 and 75 on the road for Mississippi State with Arkansas.